This is the Unawarded Black Podcast with your host, Jay Watts. While you're watching the video, comment, like, and subscribe. So the question is, who is this woman? Well, I'm going to tell you. This is Christina Longo, who has been charged with disorderly conduct and had a hate crime added to her charge because she saw a black family coming into a restaurant and she just couldn't keep her mouth shut. But let's get to these videos so you can see what exactly happened.
A trial is continuing this noontime in South County after a white woman is accused of yelling at a black family with racially charged language last summer. That family telling the court the incident left them terrified. Anita Buffoni is joining us live with the latest now from the court in Wakefield.
Well, Danielle, we just got into court a short time ago. The defendant, Christina Longo, walked in earlier this morning alone today. Now take a look at this video from yesterday. This is video of Longo in court crying shortly before the trial began. The 34-year-old South Kingstown woman is being charged with the misdemeanor disorderly conduct for allegedly berating a black family at a popular Narragansett restaurant. Additionally, in a rare move, the Attorney General added a hate crime statute to the charges. Now, yesterday, two members of that family accusing Longo of yelling racially charged words at them testified. I'm told by court sheriffs this morning, 3 more witnesses will be testifying in this case, including an expert witness. I asked the defense attorney if Longo will be testifying herself, and they said they didn't know yet, and I asked them as well.
Longo is charged with a misdemeanor count of disorderly conduct, and the state attorney general added a rarely used hate crime law to that charge. That means if she's found guilty, she could face a stricter sentence. The father of the family testified on Wednesday. He had gone out to eat with his wife and 2 daughters when Longo allegedly shouted for him to, quote, "go back where you came from." She's also accused of yelling at his wife and 2 daughters. One who testified it made them feel unsafe.
I felt humiliated, and I was in shock. It made me feel unwelcome.
In and of itself, Ms. Longo's speech, even if it is hateful or offensive, is not a crime.
So, you've seen the video. Now, before we go anywhere else, let's get to this. Rhode Island disorderly conduct charge. The one specifically to Ms. Longo. Directs another person in public place offensive words which are likely to provoke a violent reaction on the part of an average person so addressed. Pretty simple. So, some of the things she said, look at the effing black guy, go back to where you came from. And according from what I seen, the family had just arrived at the restaurant, and I guess she was walking out and just started hollering at him and his daughters. Now, the daughters said to her, "Why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to us?" And apparently she kept walking. When she said what she said, she walked out and started hollering back inside. She'd already called them, effing blacks. Go back to where you came from. Who knows what else she said? I wish it was a video of this. Now, for the hate crime, it says state law requires to provide that the defendant intentionally selected the person against whom the offense was committed because of their hatred or animus towards the actual or perceived disability, religion, color, race, national origin, or ancestry. But look, how hard is that? Effing black guy. First, that's race stuff. Go back to where you came from. National origin. I don't even see how they can even try to get this dismissed, and they're trying to. And this is getting to the point that she was visibly upset in court and she was crying. What they gonna do? The prosecutor ain't finna drop this. This is a black guy. They gonna go at this hard as they can. They're gonna try to get that hate charge pit against her. Those tears are not gonna work. I guess in this specific article right here, it does mention that, I guess in Rhode Island itself, they passed a legislation that would incorporate African heritage history education in all elementary and secondary schools across the state, which is a good thing and should be actually implemented across the country. But the thing is that African American history itself is American history. We built this country just as much as anybody else has, especially probably more than anybody. The foundation of this country was built on the backs of blacks. But we'll see what comes of this trial today. I guess they said it's a bench trial, and the judge will decide today if they will allow the case to proceed. Like I said, they asked for its dismissal because they said it didn't rise to the charge and the hate crime charge, but we'll see. And I guess I'll update you with the information as it comes. This has been an Unawarded Black Podcast with your host, Jay Watts. Keep it black, keep it real, and we'll be back with you next time.